President Trump has unleashed his fury, firing the official in charge of releasing the data.
We had some difficulties with her, and there have been a lot of questions, and we fired her because we didn't believe the numbers today. I was saying to myself, I wonder who does this. And when I checked, I said, this person is very suspect to me. So we fired her.
So the accusation is this person was essentially cooking the books and the numbers are not accurate.
Well, I think there's some strange things going on because just before the election, you know, they came out with these great numbers. And I said, I don't believe those numbers.
CNN's Julia Benbrook is in New Jersey, where the president is spending the weekend at his Bedminster estate. So what kind of reaction, what more reaction is the president giving?
Well, Fred, this story continues to draw attention today as more questions swirl about what this could mean for the data going forward, what type of precedent this sets. After a weaker than expected jobs report was announced, President Donald Trump fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Dr. Erika McEntarfer. And he has accused her without evidence of working with the numbers, essentially, and has repeatedly said that he just doesn't believe that the numbers are correct. Now, let's take a closer look at the numbers that seem to have caused this frustration. This report came out and it showed that just 73,000 jobs were added in July. That was less than was initially expected, and some administration officials did express disappointment with that. But on top of that, the numbers in May and June were significantly revised downward compared to what was originally announced. And although those numbers are worse than initially reported, it is normal to see revisions throughout this process. And Trump has said, even in a social media post, that this is his opinion, writing that in his opinion, he believes that the numbers were rigged in order to make Republicans, and then in all capital letters, me, look bad, for extra emphasis there. This is something that Democrats are slamming Trump for letting go of the commissioner over this report. Here's more of what Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer had to say on the floor.
What does a bad leader do when they get bad news? Shoot the messenger. That's just what happened with the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He ought to start governing like a leader, not like someone who imitates authoritarian leaders.
Now, McEntarfer was appointed by President Joe Biden. That's something that Trump has pointed out. But she was overwhelmingly confirmed in the Senate. The vote was actually 86-8. Two of those important votes at the time were from two big members of Trump's team, then Ohio Senator J.D. Vance and then Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Both supported her. For now, the deputy commissioner is stepping into an acting role while Trump looks for someone to replace her on a more long-term basis. He says there is a lot of interest in this position and suggested that there were three names that come to mind. He did not deliver more details, though, on who he might be looking at. Fred?
All right, let us know when you learn. Julia Benbrook, thanks so much. Okay, so it's back to school shopping season, and top item on the list this year, avoiding tariffs. As families get their kids ready for another year of learning, they're also looking for the best deals on supplies, with President Trump's tariffs concerning a lot of parents about prices going up. CNN correspondent Julia Vargas Jones has more from Los Angeles. So, Julia, what are parents saying as they're shopping?
Well, more than ever, Fred, they are taking advantage of this last little bit of summer to get their back to school shopping done. They're saying that they want to take advantage of all these retailers who are holding the line and not passing along any hikes to consumers while they still have this pre-tariff inventory.
The steepest tariff hikes in modern history, taking place just weeks before millions of children across the country go back to school, pushing families to move fast before prices go up.
The tariffs are definitely a little scary. We're trying to get ahead of time because we don't know what's going to happen.
This year, 2/3 of American families started shopping for the school year in July, the highest number on record, fearing prices will soon rise due to tariffs, according to a new survey from the National Retail Federation.
As consumers start to feel that the tariffs might be a little more real, might be coming into effect a little more quickly. They decided to kind of shift their attitude towards buying now with the idea that things may be cheaper at this moment than they will be down the road.
And economists at the Yale Budget Lab estimate that in the short term, prices on electronics, including computers, could rise by 18%, and clothing, one of the U.S.'s top imports, by 37%. Goods from China, India, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam are all affected. Bracing for even higher prices, Americans are also pulling back on spending, budgeting for about $858 per family on clothes, school supplies, and electronics this year, down 2% from last year.
With shoppers spending less, big box stores are fighting for every dollar. Target is advertising 30% off of school supplies and promising to not raise prices on 20 of their most popular items.
Another retail giant, Walmart, says 14 of their most popular school supplies cost less than last year. And online, Amazon saw a 175% spike in back-to-school sales during July's Prime Day event. But once their pre-tariff inventory runs out, higher prices will inevitably catch up to the consumer.
And Fred, experts say that it will take about 2 to 4 weeks for Americans to start feeling the impact of those tariffs. But the full effect won't be really felt until about 8 months from now. And of course, it's not just back to school items. We're talking about everything from toys to furniture, shoes, and even alcohol. So I would say people could take advantage of that and get their Christmas shopping done early too.
That's right. Get it all done before back to school and before the holidays. All right, Julia Vargas Jones, thanks so much.